Hello everyone, wondering why you're back on the mechanism when I've already posted what should have been the final video on it. Well, I guess in one way I'm really pleased at one result, but really disappointed in another that's now going to be well, holding me up really until I repeat the job. But so on one side, the function, the mechanics of the mechanism are done and good. I've got my little power supply wired up here. See what I'm running. I'm going to turn it on. Yeah, I'm running 1.2 volts, and you can see here we go all up and running. So function wise, it's working. It's so good. I oiled up the kind of surfaces here, the bearing surfaces here. Well, not really bearing, but that made it run smoother. But so it's running really well. There's a little bit of run out on this gear, but again, they're kind of cast copies. But I did kind of chuck them up in the lathe and centered them out. So anyway, that's running fantastic. I couldn't be more chuffed at that after all this time. And I've checked them all, I've run them all. There was a little tweaking. Actually, I actually run a little, see if I can get that focused, I actually run a little bush in here because I found that actually rode up too far, and I think that's really like that in the original. So I actually trimmed just a little bit off of here, and I shimmed that up there to drive that gear down to engage here. But function fantastic. The bad bit, I'm finding with my PCBs, although when I first soldered them they were fine, that I went to put the wires on. So what happens is you bring these wires round here and then they just solder onto the back there. But as soon as I hit the PCB with heat, it basically peels off the copper pads. So I was so disappointed because literally I needed to put the wires on and then put the outer casing on, and I'm practically done. So this is going to stick me back for probably a good month. I'm going to send off another batch of different brand PCB. I actually got some Bakelite base like the original, so I was pleased on that. Got my small tipped so I don't put too much heat into the board. Okay, we're on. And bloody hell, that one's firm. Oh well, okay. So I did pull that off, to be fair. I did pull that off of that one, but it's yeah, it's literally releasing them. So I'm gonna have to redo it. All this time in this project, and I can't just abandon it now. Oh, that wire's hot. I'm gonna do another one. Get off. Okay, so I barely touched that one, just to melt that on. Yeah, that one's quite firm. Okay, well I got a good one. But all the others have failed drastically, really. I touched them like that. Not too much heat, not too much time. Okay, so there's the update. But what I'll do is I'll quickly grab the bike, because I can actually show you the original mechanism. Some people were asking that. What is that like on the bike? So I'm going to grab the bike I'll set up here and I'll show you how the mechanism mounts and effectively what it does. Okay, we're back with the bike. You'll have to excuse the mess because active working area. So here we go. Here's the Fuji bike. And normally what would happen is seat would sit on here and there'd be two holes drilled through. This one hasn't got it, which is nice, but they'd be drilled through to go through to the chassis here. the mechanism would sit, spin these off, and the mechanism would sit, and you see that's a bit tight. That's what I said in the with the original, it's just a bit tight. Oh, you have to get that straight. God, let me know. Anyway, you get the point. Oh, Jesus. Right, there we go. So, the rider mounts back end here, legs down onto the pegs, and the rider comes up here. Actually, I've got a picture. There we go. There's the mechanism, the base of the rider, chest, the back, and the head. And the mechanism sits in the middle. And there's the holes through the seat there. Butterfly nuts. So, and then it tilts. And obviously that's just going to kind of shift the centre weight of the rider, which is supposed to steer the bike. Whether that works or not, I don't know, and I've never seen a YouTube video with one of these running. Maybe one day I'll get one running, because I do have a more kind of knocked up one that I'd be willing to run. But there we go. That's how that works, and that's how that mounts. For now, the video's done. Whether I post more on this, I'm not sure, but that's it mounted, and I need to crack on over the next few weeks, ship some new PCB out, get those cut, and get on with that job and really get these complete. Thanks for catching up with the video.